Hey everyone, my name is Billy and I'm a cybersecurity professional and I help women transition careers into cybersecurity, and I do that through my mentorship programs, my online courses, and my teachings. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about a day in the life of a SOC analyst. You guys not just following me around with my phone, looking at me drink coffee and look at my computer screen. No, no, no. We're going to actually talk about what a SOC analyst does on a day-to-day basis, a typical day in the life of a SOC analyst. So let's get started. So a SOC analyst day is typically going to start out with them, of course, logging onto their computer and opening the SIEM, the Security Information and Event Management tool, because that's work mostly consists of, is working in a SIEM. So they're going to open their SIEM and they're going to open another application, most likely like ServiceNow, and that's going to be for customer communication. So you, as a SOC analyst, you've got your both tools open and probably your email open as well. That morning of your day, you're going to most likely have what's called a turnover call. And that is where the team before you, the probably the night shift, is going to communicate with your team and discuss anything that happened overnight that your team may need to know about for that day, any reoccurring events or anything like that. And so the turnover call is going to end, and then you, as a SOC analyst, are going to start your day. And so what you're doing is monitoring the SIM and looking for suspicious activity that's happening on customer networks. It could be multiple customer networks that you're monitoring. It could be one customer network. It just depends on the company that you work for. And so what you are doing is you are looking at what are called incidents or tickets or alerts. Those three names can be interchangeable. And so you're viewing the SIM, and what you'll do is you'll take an incident, you'll see an incident, and you'll attach your name to it, and then you'll begin to investigate it. So you've opened this incident, you're looking at what the title is. The title of the incident could be an account that was added to a privileged group. So there's a privileged group on that customer network, and a new account has been added. Let's say a username has been added, and that username is going to be an indicator of compromise. And you're going to research that username and see if there are other events that have occurred within a certain time frame with that user, or just different investigation steps that are going to help you concur whether this normal activity or not. And then so you're going to take that incident once you've done your investigation and push it over to ServiceNow, which is where the customer will be informed, and then they can begin to investigate on their own and then come back and let you know if that's normal activity for their network. Other type of incidents that can occur are password spraying. Multiple passwords were tried on a system, something like that. Multiple different incidents that can occur, and I cover that in my SOC Analyst Academy. So if you want to learn everything about what a SOC analyst does, you can visit socanalystacademy.com, and I teach you everything that you need to know. But for the purpose of this video, we'll go through a day in the life of a SOC analyst. So the SOC analyst is on to the next event or incident. So we're just knocking out incidents, doing our investigation, repeating the process, looking for indicators of compromise within these events. And that could be email addresses, hashes, or IP addresses that are associated with the incident. We can use a tool like VirusTotal to investigate and see what other vendors are saying about that IP address, whether they're saying marking it as malicious or not. All right, and so this is probably most likely going to be what's called tier one activity. There's tier one, two, and three. One are working the queue all day and monitoring and taking incidents and investigating them just one after another all day. Tier two is going to be next level if the tier one analyst sees something that they need help with, or that they feel is just beyond their level of expertise, they'll push it over to a tier 2 or tier 3 analyst, or those could also be senior analysts. So that's typically what a day in the life consists of, is monitoring the SIM. And I've given you a couple of examples of different incidents that could occur. And I've given you tools that SOC analysts use that could be a SIM. There are different types of SIMs. Splunk is probably the most well known. We've got ServiceNow for communication with the customers, and a tool like Virus Total that's going to help you determine if these indicators of compromise are malware activities. So I hope that was useful and easily digestible for you to understand and follow, so that you can understand what a SOC analyst does. If this is something that you're interested in, you can go ahead and sign up for my course, SOCAnalystAcademy.com, to learn everything that I've learned as a SOC analyst myself, learn from a SOC analyst, what to do as a SOC analyst. There's also an intensive career development lesson in my course that's going to teach you step by step how to get into the field and just really, really be good at this career title. So, again, I hope that was helpful. Make sure that you subscribe to the page. So, I hope that was helpful for you. Go ahead and like the video. Make sure that you subscribe to the page, and I will see you in the next one.